Okay, question 3 gives us a formula, an equation for the volume of water in a reservoir, where H is the depth in meters. It says water is flowing at a constant rate of 150 cubic meters per hour. So that's a rate of volume per hour. So that's dV by dt. And it tells us that that is flowing at a constant rate of 150. It wants us to find the rate at which the depth is increasing. So we're looking for dH by dt. dH by dt is going to be equal to what we're going to have, dV by dt times dH by dV, because these V's will cancel and we'll then have H on the top and T on the bottom. So what we're going to be looking for is dH by dV, which we can find quite easily. If we differentiate this, this will give us dV by dH, so we'll then just find the reciprocal of that. So let's find dV by dH. So how do we differentiate this? We're going to use the chain rule. So pretend this is an X or an H. Bring the 6 to the front, so that's going to be 18 bracket 3 plus root H to the power of 5. We then need to times by the differential, sorry, that should be 2. I'll write that as H to the half. Times by the differential of what we pretended was an X. So we need to times by the differential of this bracket here. So if we differentiate this bracket here, the 2 disappears, bring the H to the front, sorry, the half to the front, and take 1 off that power. Minus 192 will go to 0 when we differentiate that. So if we make that a little bit neater, dV by dH is going to be equal to 9 bracket 2 plus root H to the power of 5 divided by root H. H to the minus half is the same as 1 over root H. So that tells us that dH by dV is equal to root H divided by 9 bracket 2 plus root H to the power of 5. So dH by dt, which is what we're looking for, is equal to dV by dt, which is 150, times dH by dV. So we've got 150 root H over 9 bracket 2 plus root H to the power of 5. And it wants us to work out the value of dH by dt when the water is increasing at the instant where the depth is 1.4. So when H is 1.4. Now fortunately, H is the variable that we've got in this equation, so we just need to then substitute 1.4 into this equation. So I'm just going to type all of that in on my calculator in one go. And I've got a value of 0.0603 to 3 significant figures. It doesn't ask how many significant figures to leave the answer to, so I'm going to leave it to 3, which is the standard way to round your values.